Hello, friends. Welcome to Amber Inc. My name is Amber Hush. And I've been an eBay seller for going on 2 years now. This fall will be 2 full years. Yeah, 2 full years since I decided to leave the hospitality industry and go into the other hospitality industry, but to go into e-commerce as a full-time thing. I was doing some eBay before. Like, I've had this eBay account for a long time, just as a buyer, and then occasionally as a seller. I would, when the kids were babies, I would sell their clothing, especially the ones that they didn't wear. So I would dabble in eBay occasionally, just sort of like, looking to sell off stuff that I had that I didn't need anymore, right? But yeah, the things that that Athena as a baby, that my daughter as a baby, that she never got the chance to wear. And then later on, my son came along, his stuff, something that I did as a full-time job. And it wasn't even something that I did as a part-time job. Even when I was at home with the kids, it just wasn't on my mind. Fast forward like 10, 11, 12 years later, well, 10 years later, it definitely then became 2020 hit, and it certainly became a viable option. Okay. So I don't know about y'all, but for me, everything, God bless you, everything changed in 2020. Definitely. And, for a lot of people, everything changed in 2020. But, there were definitely the lows attached with it. Certainly, a lot of people lost a lot of family members. People lost friends, people lost jobs. Of course, like me, I lost my job. But people lost friends and family members. And I can say, thankfully, like that, we lost family members in that year and after that year. But I don't believe necessarily to COVID. Certainly not. I don't believe it was that. So it was definitely hard. It was definitely hard. It was a hard 2 years. It was a hard few years for everybody. It was definitely challenging. That's what I'll say. It was challenging for sure. But for me, I'm a pivoter. I don't play basketball, but I know how to pivot. So when things go down, I just look for a way to bring it back up, So I lost my job. It was one of those things. I was working in a restaurant part-time, actually, was working in a restaurant, and it was, we'll call you back in 2 weeks. We should be ready to go in 2 weeks. And we all know how that went. 2 weeks turned into 2 months, turned into 2 years. Not 2 years waiting for a job for me, but that's how it's been for the last couple of years, last 2.5 years, really. We're already in September. So just keeping that in mind, when things go wrong, you just have to figure out how to make them go right. It's just part of the game of life, quite honestly, part of the game of life. The most important thing that you can learn how to do is pivot and adjust and make lemonade out of lemons and all the rest out of whatever junk gets handed to you sometimes. All work works. And all things work for good. All things work for good eventually. Praise the Lord. What somebody might mean for evil, God meant for good anyway. So all things work. Yes. Thank you so much for joining me. This was a session. This was a session. I'm going to cut it down. I hope that you've enjoyed it. And I certainly hope that you found something useful today. If you have, hit the like button. You already know, hit that likety-like and comment down below. Share this with a friend. Share this with everybody you know, even if they're not a friend. Share this with the hater next door who keeps asking why you're always getting packages. Why are they always dropping off boxes at your door? Well, this is why, okay? Because I'm trying to get some information so I can ship some things out. But yeah, definitely let me know down below in the comments and subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so you can find out when it is that we release new videos. In the meantime, in between time, I got to go to the post office. So y'all be good and y'all be blessed. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.